the Jess Express in full steam.
They did what they could to shut the door on her, but she pilfered it out of the air.
To Scarrett to score.
Hello and welcome to O2 Inside Line Live. You join us back at Franklin's Gardens in Northampton, where England have just beaten Italy. I'm Eleanor Roper and I'm joined by England and Harlequin star Rachel Burford. What do you make of that performance?
Yeah, well, I think, they put on a really good performance. Multifaceted again. We saw the driving more operating. We saw our wingers on the ball scoring hat-tricks today. I think it's been a great performance. Look, there's always areas that you can tidy up. Little lack of execution at certain areas, but it's a really strong place for England to be in their second game.
Who stood out for you today? Who were you most impressed by?
Well, I think in the pack, Sarah Byrne, just running riot in the outside channels. I think Jess Breach and Abby Dow, just their work rate off their wings. I know they scored a lot of tries, but it's the work ethic to it, to actually be in those positions, to be able to score and execute. Look, I think lots of players had a really good game.
I mean, Sarah Byrne, also player of the match, unsurprisingly. England have a week off now before they look ahead to the next game against Wales. What is it you think they're going to be wanting to work on before then?
Well, I think, they'll enjoy tonight, they'll celebrate the win tonight. You've obviously got Delaney Burns, new cap, those kind of things are really important to celebrate. But next week they'll want to, they're really good at capitalising on the opposition mistakes, but sometimes on their own ball, their own territory, and being able to execute those areas. So I think next week in training, be looking to put some pressure on themselves to make sure they can execute that, because Wales is going to be a different animal that they're going to face this year in the Six Nations, and they're going to need to get those ones right.
You mentioned Delaney's name there, but we're going to bring her in now. Delaney Burns just making her England debut. Here she is. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I mean, how was it? Was it what you expected? Did you enjoy it out there?
It was incredible. Really intense. It's definitely a step up from club, but it was incredible. Like what a day to have my first cap. Yeah.
And I mean, young girl playing at Yeovil. We've got to mention them.
Yeah.
I mean, was this a dream of yours? And what does it feel to be an actual reality now?
Oh, it is incredible. Like, so came in last week. I managed to. So I've always said, like, Marley Parker, Sarah Hunt are my inspiration. So to come in and train with them, and then to obviously play with Marley today, and obviously she's from Yeovil. So it's just been a completely surreal experience. Doesn't feel real yet.
That's so nice hearing you say that you've looked up to them, and then you're out there playing alongside them. I was saying to you earlier, I love how your shirt is embroidered with your name and your first cap.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can frame that.
Yeah, it's just going straight up. Yeah, along with the cap.
Is it going to have a wash first or not?
No,
no, you've got to keep
authentic.
All that hard work. And I mean, today it didn't look like it was your first cap. You didn't look out of place.
So much.
You had a really good performance. Did you just take it in your stride? This is just another game of rugby. I've got good support around me. I'm well prepared, and just go out there and express yourself and enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the girls were so welcoming, bringing me in, still chatting to me. Obviously, everything's still quite new, but they were just saying, like, play your game, do the things you got brought up here to do, play, and it is exactly what it is. Just another game of rugby, an extremely big game of rugby, but just another one at that.
What did you make of Italy today then?
They were a really strong side, and we weren't naive to that. We knew they were going to be a strong side, and we definitely prepared for all sorts. They can play, they can kick. So yeah, obviously need to look a little bit around our breakdown detail, because they obviously used that massively, and it was good from them. But I think we did well to hold them out and obviously score the amazing tries that we did.
I wonder what were the messages from maybe some of the more senior players? Was the advice to just try and enjoy it, to take it in?
Yeah, definitely. Take every moment in, take in obviously the atmosphere, but just enjoy it at the end of the day. Don't think too much about it.
I mean, it's a great venue, hey? We're saying what a great stadium.
Yeah, incredible. And the fact we got as many people as we did, like, completely sold out, was incredible.
I mean, you got your first taste today, your first cap. Yeah. How hungry are you for more now?
Oh, I'm so ready for it now. Yeah, now this one's out of the way, the nerves are gone. I'm back in.
Brilliant.
Thanks so much.
I mean, England now looking ahead to Wales.
Yeah.
What do you think the focus is going to be now?
Obviously, they've got loads of threats all around the park. They can run it. They've got massive pack, so we're definitely going to look at that. And definitely that breakdown. I think we're going to tighten up on that. No one's coming through us. It'll be a white wall, and that's probably our biggest thing. And then obviously, like, use the wingers we did. We absolutely stormed it with Abby Dow and Jess today, and we're going to do it again.
Well, enjoy tonight. I hope you're able to celebrate with the girls.
Thank you very much.
And we look forward to seeing you back out there in an English shirt again. Thanks,
Delaney.
I mean, she mentioned Jess there, but we're going to bring her in now. Here she is. She's got
Jess
a mic.
Express.
Hi, Jess. The Jess Express
Is back in town.
How are you? What a game.
Yeah, what a game. Let's go on there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Feel good out there?
Yeah, it was really good. I think everyone enjoys running rugby, especially in the sunshine, so that was nice.
I mean, 3 tries today. Could have been 4.
Could have been 4.
Should have been
been
4. Okay, we'll leave that for another day. But I mean, how good is it just to get you in space? And you weren't just in space, you were working off your wing. You'd often see you'd break down one side of the wing and then we'd come back down here and it's Abby Dow scoring and then vice versa. I mean, that connection between you guys, how is that growing and building within the team?
Yeah, definitely. I think this campaign we wanted to bring the back 3 on the ball more, and I think just like unleash the edge is what we call it at the moment, and I think we're definitely doing that. You could see it in the Scotland game a bit, and I think we've definitely worked on it this week coming into the game against Italy, and as you can see, you know, the edge scored a lot of tries, and then even people on the edge that weren't edge players scored tries as well, so yeah, it was pretty good.
We've talked a bit about how this is a new era for the Red Roses. We've been hearing from Delaney, who just made her England debut. What's it like to be playing with some different girls?
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think, you know, myself, I've only got 26 caps, but I think I'm a senior player with those sort of people around. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of scary, but no, it's definitely good, and it shows that the growth that the Allianz Premier 15s has, and I think it's really important that showcases what then England rugby is about.
I mean, we've obviously seen you get a hat-trick today, but we're going to have a look now at one of Claudia's tries. We should be able to see it now. We're sorry to see her leave the field, but she played brilliantly, didn't she?
Yeah, phenomenal.
Talk us through this.
Well, obviously it was an Italian ball, and then the pack did phenomenal well to turn it over, so credit to them really. They'll say it's their try, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you come alive, don't you? Quick turnovers, everybody's really alert to it, realigning. Multiple options. That's the reason why Claudia's got the opportunity to go through, because everybody's ready, wanting the ball.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone's a threat, inside, outside, person on the ball, and I think, you know, that's what's really hard for defences to read.
I mean, next up, England-Wales. We know you've got a week off. You're going to have a few days at home, maybe? I don't know how camp works.
Yeah, we're going to go home. We're going to go home tonight and then be at home for Monday, and then we'll be back in for 3 days, and then we get Easter off, which is nice. Yeah, and then be back in for the Welsh game, which I think is going to be a physical game. You know, we both haven't lost yet, so I think it's definitely going to be a battle.
Good job you've been working out.
Don't be horrible.
I mean, as athletes, are you allowed a few Easter eggs or not?
Yeah.
Of
course, yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
If you score a hat-trick, you can definitely have Easter eggs.
Okay,
for sure.
glad to hear that.
For sure.
And then, as you say, back for Wales, a tough game. What do you think the chat's going to be as you look ahead and prepare for that?
I think they're definitely a physical team. I think a lot of us play with some of the players in the Allianz Premier 15, so we know a lot of them quite well. So I think, yeah, it's definitely knowing their ins and outs, which I think will have that advantage. And yeah, it's just being physical and keeping up front. And you know, they're a doggy team, so yeah, it's just trying to get that win on top of them.
And do you think we're going to see a different game plan, or we still want to unleash the edges?
Can't tell you. Sorry.
Nice.
Well, they might be watching.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Okay, you can't give away any secrets.
Subtlety.
Marley, obviously, I mean, we've seen Marley lead this side for a long time now, but obviously Sarah Hunter leaving, she's now leading you out there today. What's that been like?
Yeah, I think phenomenal. It's a credit to Sarah Hunter. She's had an amazing career, and I think, you know, Marley Packer's taken it over in her own way, and I think that's just right. You know, she's a different player in title, and I think playing with her at Sarries, like, she is a captain there, so I think she fits in the role pretty well, and yeah, it's nice to see her lead the side out.
Well, great to see you getting over the try line again and again and again. Thank you, Jess.
Thank you.
Enjoy Easter.
Thanks. Bye, Andrew.
And your chocolate. I think we're going to have a look at another try now. We can ask Berth to take us through it. I think we're going to see some more action from Claudia MacDonald.
Well, it just showcases England's variability, doesn't it? They can go to the kick, they can move the ball through the hands. Everybody's really comfortable. Like, Langi Tuima's under a lot of pressure there, but still has time to have a look up, see where the space is. And I think the fact that the wingers are holding the edge, or Sarah Byrne might be holding the edge, it just gives them so much width in attack, and that really spreads defenders. So if they then start marking those outside channels, then suddenly England will start playing through. So the fact that they're executing these kind of tries is wonderful to see, because we've been saying how talented this group of players are, but not often getting the ball in their hands early enough. And today we just saw multiple ways of scoring, yet again by a very, very strong England team.
Well, we're going to bring in another England debutante now. Emily Robinson is here. We can bring her in. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Stand here.
Oh, thank you.
Teammates. Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, how was it?
Yeah, good. I'm still out of breath. Just been running. Really good. Yeah, I think you work really hard. And you hope for moments like that, so that was amazing. Really enjoyed it.
We were lucky enough before the match to meet your mum and dad and hear from them.
Nigel and Sally.
Yeah. I know, they were so lovely. I'm so proud, so proud. I mean, I'm guessing you haven't had a chance to speak to them yet.
I haven't, no. I've spotted them, they're just over there. But I've just been running, so I'll chat to them afterwards. But I'm sure my mum cried in the interview or something.
She told us she had the tissues at the ready. But
right. I mean, that.
You've had a really tough journey to get to this point. You've had chances where you were just there and then injury struck. I mean, how much did it mean this week, getting that phone call, receive your cap tonight? I mean, all of that emotion, how has it been?
Do you know what? I think everyone to get to this spot works so hard, you know that. I think I've had a few more hurdles than most people maybe. But just to get the moment is amazing. I think all the hard work's paid off. Coming in on the coach, I felt quite teary, and I thought you've got a job to do. So trying to focus on the rugby element, but definitely really proud of how hard I've worked to get here. Yeah.
I think people love to hear those stories because I know maybe it seems obvious to you that everyone in the squad has worked really hard, but I think as an outsider, we've got no idea as fans and as viewers of what it takes to get to this spot. I remember I was asking your mum and dad about years of driving you around, of watching, and someone else mentioned that your dad used to film your games and help analyse them. It's awesome to hear.
No, it is. I think, and that's part of it. It's everything the support system around you puts in. Like, there's no way anyone in the squad would be here without our mum and dads, aunties, uncles, whoever, working really hard to put you in that spot. So I think that's why I think like days like this are so special, that I've got my whole family here. That means a lot to me because they've worked just as hard as me, like coming home crying after surgeries and like the real raw emotion, and they've picked me up. Hasn't been anyone else, so to share that today with them has been really special.
We also did mention your sister because your mum and dad were saying that's the ultimate dream, is to see you both play together.
Yeah, I mean, I would love that as well. I mean, Jess is...
You're not screaming behind.
She's a popular girl.
Jess Breach, yeah.
No, I'd love to play with Flo. I think that would be amazing. We played together at under 18s and that was so much fun. Who knows?
There definitely won't be a dry eye when that happens, for sure.
Oh God, my mum will cry every game. Every game.
I mean, what's next now? You'll obviously be hoping to get back out there again. I hope you can enjoy tonight though and let it sink in.
Yeah, I think so. I'll try and enjoy tonight. I've tried to enjoy the whole day. I think
good.
Can't take things like this for granted, so just try and enjoy it, have some time with my family now. It'd be really lovely.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We love to see it. Well done.
You. Thanks.
Congrats.
Thanks, bro.
Aww. So nice. So special. So special.
Thank you.
I mean, we're going to give the final word to Berth now.
You can go find
you can
your
go.
mum.
We'll let you go and find your family.
Thank
you, though. Oh, we love to hear that. Love to hear that. I mean, if we can just reflect finally on today's performance and kind of where you think England are at this point in the Six Nations.
But look, I think let's not underestimate how many senior players, big injuries they got away. Yeah,
I mean, it's a hell of a list.
It's a huge list, and they're really experienced players. They're key players in certain positions, and the sheer fact that England can come out, still put another dominated performance on, back up what they did last week. They're in a really, really good place. England will never be satisfied. Having been there before, knowing what the players are like, they want everything to be perfect. They want to be better every single week. They absolutely love the support and the fans that they get, and they want to make sure that every week they're giving the best that they can. So I think there'll be elements that they want to work on. Certainly, those final passes at times, some of the execution. But ultimately, I think it's a very happy camp, and they're in a really good place heading into Wales.
I mean, we're sorry to see Claudia leave the field. We haven't had an update on her, but we hope that she's okay.
Yeah, I mean, really sad. You never like seeing any player going off injured, especially somebody who's so prominent in this England side. She's came back and fought really hard from that neck injury. Completely lit the fire on the stage playing for England, so hopefully it won't be anything too serious. But one thing I do know is the medical team will be right around her, get everything in place. We've already seen with a couple of players who got injured last week, already talking about coming back before the end of the Six Nations, so they'll be really looked after. She'll be pushed, but she'll be rested if need be as well.
How good is it as a player to have that fallow week, kind of midway through the campaign, to have that weekend at home to get a bit of a break?
Yeah, it's really important. Look, obviously physicality wise, emotional wise of the games and the training and the build-up. It's a lot, and just giving those players a couple of days home just to enjoy themselves, relax, come back in feeling fresh, ready to go. Like, those things actually can really help a performance and lift a performance. If you keep players in doing the same thing over and over again, it becomes, the same routine, then actually you can lose some of that motivation. So I think England are really starting to get that balance right, releasing their players, let them go off for a couple of days. Tonight they're celebrate and enjoy the win, but then also making sure that they're refreshed and they come in and actually they're ready to hit the ground running, and actually you get more from those players. So it's really important.
I mean, there's so much support here today. We're surrounded by fans queuing up to get their shirts signed. It's so good to see. But that's it from us here at Franklin's Gardens. As we mentioned, England will have a week off before they're away to Wales. They will then be at home to Twickenham in what is the first standalone fixture for the Red Roses at the home of English rugby. And it is not too late for you to be there. If you want to get involved, head to englandrugby.com to look at the tickets. And here's a little teaser of what you can expect.